Yo, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Project Vega podcast, PvP. I am your host, Kelfani, and we are about to jump back into another episode. Just want to get introductions out the way first. Again, my name is Kelfani. I'm your host. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at U_special K, and that again is U_special K. If you'd like to follow me to get updates when I'm going live next time or making show notes on the podcast, you can follow me on my IG at Kels_Fani, and that's Fani as in Fani, not Pani or Phani. Either one. I want y'all to also go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, follow everything, rate this show 5 stars to be able to bring in new listeners on the podcast. That makes me want to be able to get more content out to you guys sooner, moves me up the algorithm to get on the top of the on the list. So brings in more people and get more questions out and make more content for you guys. And as that happens, it gets better over time. So go ahead and do all that. My YouTube, I'll leave that in the link in the description below for anybody who is listening to the audio version of the podcast. It's going to be Project Vega on YouTube. Don't have a direct link yet, but I will leave it in the description for you guys to go directly to. My Twitch stream as well is twitch.tv the Project Vega. I will be streaming on that very soon with a bunch of gameplay and a bunch of funny ass moments and talking shit all the time. All right, so we just gonna jump right into that. Oh, and as well as the date of recording today is August 27th, 2020. We gonna jump right into it. First, we're gonna start with the gaming news. Big one, honestly, that I want to talk about first is the Halo delay, with 343 Industries not being able to, get this as a day one launch title with the Xbox Series X. That was a huge blow, honestly, in my opinion. As to why they needed to delay that, I have no idea. I guess the game just isn't where it needs to be. It's not up to par at all. For them to need to delay it. And then there were also rumors about them coming out with installments of the game to release it in segments, and I'm just like, fuck no, hell no. I want a full complete game. I don't want to have to wait 5-6 months down the road to play a multiplayer or part 2 of the campaign or Forge, let alone. Like, come on, no, this is Halo. You need to deliver a full, complete gaming experience. That's what Halo's been known for, besides 4 and 5, because those games were bad, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. 5 made up for 4, but still. Other than that, it's just Halo. That was a big hit for Microsoft, especially with the new consoles right around the corner, which we still have no idea what the fuck they dropping. Like, come on. Where's pre-order dates? Where's pricing? We need these. Like, let's go. But in all, the fact that they had to delay Halo, I would rather have them delay it completely versus shipping us a broken game and that just destroying one of my all-time favorite game franchises forever for me. And I love Halo to death, and for them to just do that and throw this shit away just because of something, I'm happy you guys delayed it. I'm upset as well. I'm very hurt, but happened. Other than that, it is what it is. It's gonna come out in 2021 is what it's slated. There was also actually just recently old project manager who was like one of the beginning Halo devs guys. He's coming back to try to help speed that along so it's not delayed as much. So that's a good sign, and it's good news to hear. So at least I got somebody who's going to be taking creative director position. I think it was that they'll be taking care of that. So props to him. I forgot what his name is. I would definitely shout him out. But other than that, it is what it is. Another game that I saw that has recently showed up, it's called Black Myth Wukong. It's an RPG style game on Unreal Engine, and it's made by a Chinese studio. I want y'all to look that up if you have time. Like if you like RPG games like that, this game caught my attention to the fullest. I was like, yes, I'm gonna check this out. I'm invested in whatever y'all got going on. That game looks pretty interesting, and that's something I'm definitely gonna cop. Another one as well that is that just came out, or not just came out, just was shown on the DC fandom stream that they had, was Arkham Knight. Bro, when I tell you that Arkham Knight, man, yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the best Batman games I've ever had. Arkham Knights looks very solid. The gameplay looks good. I've seen early alpha footage. I'm pretty sure a bunch of you guys probably who are in the gaming community have seen it as well. Of course, it's early alpha development. I'm okay with that, but it still is pretty solid for what they have already. I already saw the bugs, fucking bugs. That makes no sense. The bugs and the glitching, the screen tearing. I saw that in the game. Some minor performance issues, but it was nothing that was like, okay, it's pre-alpha. I'm okay with that. It wasn't demo. They didn't say that. If it was a demo, I'm like, okay, you should probably fix that like ASAP. And to have that mini on a demo, concerning, but it's not. It's a pre-alpha. Cool. I'm fine with that. Another one is the Suicide Squad game, also shown on the DC fandom stream that they had. That looks pretty interesting. It was just mainly just CGI stuff, no gameplay really, but it still looks pretty fun. And the co-op, to go back on the Arkham Knight, the co-op. Yeah, there's co-op they're finally having local co-op, also online co-op of course, versus just playing Batman games solo. Like they're fun. They're definitely fun solo games, but this one looks dope because you got more. You got Batgirl, you got Nightwing, you got Robin, you got a bunch of other fucking characters that you could be able to play as, and that is awesome. And the customization as well it better be up there, because I like customization just as much as the next person. But yeah, the Suicide Squad game looks pretty good. I just need to see more before making a full judgment on if I'm gonna buy that game day one or not. Another thing that happened recently was the Call of Duty Cold War, with the teaser trailer that had happened, with shout out to Noah Jace 456 and all his boys for spending a week on deciphering that fucking code and Easter egg to get us the first trailer. Shout out to y'all guys, dude. Man, what y'all did was insane to even get through all that. And then Call of Duty had everybody go on to Verdansk, the Warzone, live to experience the in-game trailer and next step to what it is. And I did it myself, and this happened yesterday, and it was pretty cool, honestly, where you load up and then you're falling, and then like everything's just blacked out. No, you can't see the names of nothing. There's like 4 little mission things, and you got to do them, but they're blacked out. You didn't know, but when the game started, it uncovered them, and then you had to do them. First, you had to get like 5 kills to secure the map and stuff, and then ones to, I think the third or second one was to secure the keys. And secure the key was a reference to Black Ops when Reznov was in jail and you had to do like this prison escape, which was fucking dope. So I like that whole reference to secure the keys. And then you had to find a chest, which I think was the third part. Yeah, security key was the second one. And then a chest, and then in the chest you then had to go find wield the weapon. And I was like, what the fuck is wield the weapon? So I had this little airdrop thing, and I was like, okay, maybe this is it. I kept throwing it, and I'm like, dude, I have no idea what the hell this is. And then it told me to go to Quarry. Quarry's just massive as all hell, and I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck this thing is at. I'm looking all over the place. Bless the dude who was in Quarry. It was just us two. Me and him were the only two. Bless him, because he found him, and he found Woods in the back of Quarry in the corner of a fucking room. Like, at first, like, all I see is just somebody shooting in the distance in Quarry, and I'm getting pissed because I can't fucking find it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just go kill this fucking dude just because I can't find it. I already had like 20 some kills anyways. Let me just go kill this dude. I'll make it even more. And then I was like, wait, maybe he's trying to lure me to him. Maybe he found it. So I go in the room where he was, and yep, there he was. It was woods, and you grab it, and you get the Bay of Pigs sniper blueprint. And I was like, all right, cool. And then we just ran down time, and then it showed the full trailer, which anybody could go on YouTube to go look at that, and it was fucking dope. Another big thing, big news that that's going on right now in the gaming industry. Epic Games lawsuit with Apple and Google. What's going on with that? I feel they were, I guess, kind of in the right, and I understand where they're coming from, just because of how much of a percentage Apple and Google are getting for app developers. Like, for you guys who do not know, like, Apple and Google take 30% just for hosting their shit on their platforms. It's a ridiculous amount. So what Epic did was have a direct payment option on their platform for people to get V-Bucks on Fortnite. So the regular amount was, I think, $7.99 or whatever it is for somebody to take care of, buying or whatever it is, some V-Bucks in game. The direct payment allowed them to do for $5.99, so $2 cheaper. And fucking Apple didn't like that. They removed them off their platform. Google did the same. Epic is just like, hold up, whoa. So we're gonna have a lawsuit about this. So it's a big thing right now. We're gonna see what the conclusion of that's gonna come out, and what that's gonna be. If it backfires, yeah, it just backfires. But if it works, it's gonna be very good for smaller app developers, because that 30% is just chunking away from them. If they lower it to like 20%, that 20% of their profit or revenue they're getting could go towards making the games better, or making their service better, which is amazing to have. So like, Apple and Google should really kind of like look into their own shit and be like, yo, you're not really doing anything. These companies were the ones that are bringing in all these clientele. They're the ones spending the money. You just sitting there just like hosting the platform, which I understand, this is your platform and all that crap, but at the same time, you're just eating away their money, and it's not right. For 30%, that's fucking lot of money. And Epic is a multi-billion dollar company, so imagine that. Just take like, how much they make them V-Bucks? Like, what was the statistic like a year or something ago when they made, I think it was like $2 billion, $1 billion or something like that on V-Bucks. Just take 30% of that, and that's how much Apple or Google took from them. Boom, that's how much money just for having their platform. Like, yeah, that's a lot of fucking money. So we're gonna see what that where that ends. The last thing on the gaming news, honestly, this whole Gamescom thing that was today, I had watched it, and honestly, like, Nah, nothing really interesting. I think there was 1 or 2 game, maybe 3 at the most, that did catch my attention, to where it's like, okay, I might get that, but overall, what the fuck? Like, it's a 3-day event. I don't know if it's gonna be. It definitely wasn't today. I mean, I cut off the stream 30 minutes before it ended because I was like, I'm done. Like, this, like, we should have had something by now, or whatever it is. At least a hint of the other games, or something like, oh, Microsoft is going to be giving this at the very end, this presentation at the very end. But it's either today, or I don't know if it was today, tomorrow, or the day after that, where Xbox should be giving us something about these consoles and their service. What are they about to do with the pre-order? You said, see you guys in August. We're at the end of fucking August. How many days are in fucking August? Hold up. What, 31, 30? There's 31 days in August, and this is the 27th, bro. What the fuck you mean? Like, where are you guys? So I'm trying to root for fucking Xbox, but y'all are making this shit so, like, I understand PlayStation pulled some bullshit during the first consoles. Yes, I understand. They pull some sly shit. They smart though. But still, where the fuck is this shit? Like, we need to know so we can finally go ahead. I also did peep Jeff Keighley I don't know if he slipped up or something. Well, hold on, where did I see that shit? Was it on my phone? No, it was, where did I post that shit? October 27th, I think he said. I think it was October 27th, Jeff Keighley, I think he slipped up on something. And I don't know if I was the only one who peeped this, but if you leave a comment in description to where you heard him say, October 27th, where, you know, it was one game and then he said PS5 and then he stopped. He was like, oh shit. Like, and then he tried to, you know, move on. I don't know if that was like something like a hint, like, oh, PS5 is dropping October 27th, which would make sense because there's all these big games like Cyberpunk dropping in November, Call of Duty, I think was in November as well, but like most things are slated for November, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like probably the consoles will be out maybe a week or two before that, and I'm like, that would fit in that time frame from what I was expecting a week or two before that, because if it's on the 14th, 13th, 17th, or 19th, I'm like, if you jump 2 weeks before that, like you're early November, late October, and I'm just like, that would make sense. I'm like, he probably fucked up there, which, you know, it happens. It's hard to keep secrets for some people. They just, you know, loose lips. Get them in trouble. So shout out to Jeff Keighley if he fucked that one up. He probably didn't mean to, but he did. Oh my god. Oh man. Alright, so moving on to the next section of the podcast. We're gonna be talking about we're gonna be doing a movie review right here. And it's gonna be the Project Power. Let me bring that one up. Actually, I have everything I need. Thought I already had it up, but I didn't. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, cool. So with Project Power, it's also gonna be a new thing that I'm also gonna be doing on my YouTube channel. It's gonna be, I'm gonna call it the VR. So it's gonna be called, it's acronym for VR, for Vega Review. So Vega Review, that's what we're about to be doing. We're gonna be reviewing Project Power and its entirety on what I think about it, and I'm gonna give a score at the very end of it. So I'm gonna start with, I gave it some criterias, like, you know, the sound, the action, the story, the music, the acting, and the cinematography. So pretty much like all those, I'm just gonna give like little tidbits on what I liked and what I didn't like, things I wrote down while I was watching the movie. So in terms of sound, the ambient sounds were very good. They fit very well with the movie and like its whole whole atmosphere. So that was pretty good. The sounds for like the powers they use from the powers they use for the, did I just say that? The sounds they use for the powers, the gunshots, the driving, all that, the sound was pretty good. There wasn't really no issues there, so I give them their kudos to that. The action, in terms of action, there were definitely some action parts. Not too many, but when there was action. It was like, okay, this is, they really pulling out the stops right now. It's pretty fun. It's more of like a lot of suspenseful moments versus action though, to where they're getting the dialogue out and shit like that, to where it's just like, it's building upon that, and then boom, you get this action scene that fucking happens right there. The dude with the dude with the broken bones, when yes, there's gonna be some spoilers. I think this movie's been out for like a week. I don't give a fuck. It's on Netflix. Everybody has fucking Netflix, or you use your mama's fucking Netflix. You could watch it. You could have watched it literally any time within a fucking week. I don't give a fuck. Like, so there's gonna be spoilers. But the dude with the broken bones towards the end of the movie, that Negro he was good. I like him. He was on his shit with the weird contortionist crap and fighting Jamie Foxx in the middle of like so they're in a ship, and like those are some very narrow corridors, and he's sitting there just fighting, and this dude is just doing some crazy contortionist shit. That shit was dope. It was like, I give him that. That dude did his part. I fuck with that. This shit was epic. The part where Jamie Foxx as well was in the like, he crashed the whole meeting to where he's trying to figure out, like, yo, who's I gotta go to this meeting because I feel like the main person that he's trying to look for is there. So he crashes that, and that whole action scene was just sick. Man, everybody did their part on that part. Even the lady who was inside that cryo chamber, because she was the test. She was the test, the guinea pig, or what, the lab rat for their showcase that they had going on. And her power, she was like thermal oscillating, I think that was the word, but her body temperature made her go really cold to where she turned to ice. And the only way to help her was they had the machine that she was in, and they warmed her up so she stayed at a normal temperature. But during that fight scene, machine broke, she's getting cold, things are getting worse. The guy was, I guess, her husband. He's outside trying to break the thing. Jamie Foxx beat his ass just because he's trying to save her inside, but Jamie Foxx attacks him. I'm like, bro, just leave him alone. There's fighting and shooting going on. But it was fun. And then from the inside of the cryo chamber is the whole action scene. So it's like literally just going in circles while it's all happening, and she's like trying to escape and shit like that. He's trying to break it. It was pretty nice. I give him that. The only action scene I had an issue with was pretty much that first scene with MGK, with Machine Gun Kelly. There was a lot of, I don't even know how to explain it, but the fire and how close the camera was, and its shot, its angles weren't there. To me, like, it felt very off. It looked weird to me. Like, I know they tried, just because it was like, I guess, in an abandoned building, or just like the projects in a sense. I believe this is what, in Illinois or New Orleans, I think the whole setting was at. They're in New Orleans. New Orleans. Is this the way you say it? New Orleans. New Orleans. That's where it was, and it was like this busted up abandoned building, and MGK, he's some junkie, and Jamie Foxx comes and wants to figure out who's his supplier and how he gets this the pills. The pills you gotta twist, and you bite and swallow, and it gives you whatever power. So it was cool. The action was nice. Kind of wish there was a little bit more action, but I feel like it was the right amount, almost. So we'll go from there. The story, it was a nice concept. The pills had a nice concept. Yes, I did like that. It was cool to have, you got these pills that give you these powers, and you could just, and it's for 5 minutes. It's not like this permanent thing for like an hour or two, like if you were to take a regular drug or something like that and it lasts for a few hours. Nah, these are this for 5 minutes, and they're like the dealer, the girl Robin, she was trying to sell for like $500 a pop for 5 minutes. I'm like, damn, that's a lot of fucking money, but shit, she's pushing that weight. Go ahead, girl. Take your money. $500 a pill? Man. I still didn't know where the just beginning of it came from. That's what actually a little bit kind of confused me still. I even went back. I was like, did I miss it? I even asked somebody who also watched it. I'm like, yo, did they skip over where the power and how the power came from, especially from his daughter, who is the source? Or was, because she was just, I don't know, it made no sense. Like his daughter was prisoner to the whole organization, and Jamie Foxx was trying to protect her, and they took her away from him, and that's the whole reason why he's going after these people, to try to get his daughter back, so they could live a normal life again. But I just was lost. I didn't understand. Even with going back, for me to have to go back and not understand where this shit came from, I had to dock some points. I definitely had to dock some points off of that, because it's just like, yeah, no, I shouldn't have to go through a fucking movie again to not understand. It was like, I paid attention the entire time from beginning to end. I must have skipped it. I have no fucking clue, because I'm not the only one who thought this. But, nah, I had to dock some points on that, because it wasn't clear enough. But it seems like they could go more in depth with it. They could have made a sequel, but I wish they kind of explained where and how it began to where they made this drug. That's all I wanted to say about that. The messages that there were a lot of messages, like small hidden messages that were thrown into this movie that are related to this world today, like what's like issues about what's going on around. I like that. I do appreciate Netflix. Give y'all props on that. I know a lot of movies they've done, they've actually been doing a lot of stuff like that relating to some things that are going on in the real world today, so I give them that. The music, shout out to Nipsey Hussle. That first song that they did, it was just the instrumental to it. It's most of y'all who know, it's like all my life. I fuck with it. I've been grinding all my life. Yeah, that's a fucking song, bro. This is a bop, bro. Rest in peace, Nipsey. But yeah, that first song I was like, let's fucking go. Okay, it was like, I'll see y'all. Soundtrack, solid. Every song they had that just fit very well, honestly, with the whole thing. I definitely caught myself a few times, bobbing my head like, hey, all right, I fuck with this. The little girl who's the main character, her name is what was her fucking name? Robin? I think her last name was Robin. Riley Robin, or Robin Riley. That's her name. She, a little rapping girl. She had a message. She spoke. She did her thing. Great message, nice flow that she had going on, and I was like, I fuck with this. So the music, the rapping, good. I give that one its points to it, because I was like, all right, cool. I fuck with it. The acting, Jamie Foxx played his part like he always do. Love Jamie when he's in a movie. Jamie Foxx knows how to act. I fuck with it a lot. MGK, he's always a hit or miss when he's in a movie. Like, I understand this man's trying to get in the movie business, but this man, it's when I first saw him when he was in this fucking movie, it's like, man, this is either gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. I don't know what to give MGK in this one, so I'm just gonna skip over it. He did, I guess, he played his part. He was trying to do it. He did the best he can with what he was given. I'll give him that, but no. But old boy from Dark Knight, from Batman, who was supposed to play Robin with the whole Bane movie, like, that was like the best one of the best. Still the one with the Joker with Heath Ledger, rest in peace to him, but fucking one of the best. That was still one of the best Batman movies. But after that, it was The Dark Knight Rises. Old boy Robin, I forgot what his name is. I should have looked up his name before starting this, but I don't care. Y'all know who I'm talking about if you've seen Project Power. He's also in a bunch of other movies as well, but I always just call him Robin. Because he robbing me. He should have been fucking Robin. He played his part and his role very well. I like what he was doing, especially when he was in the house saving the Riley Robin's mother, acting like the wife. Well, he was acting like the husband or like the boyfriend of the mother, and she played her part too. I give him their kudos to that. That whole scene was pretty nice, and he did his thing. He was moving. He was an undercover cop. Well, he was a cop in the force, but he also was a cop who took the pills, and they're not supposed to take the pills in the fucking force. Like, but he was using the pills to his advantage to take people who were doing it illegally, and he was close friend to Robin, who is the dealer who gets the pills from people, and she gives him some. So they had like a business professional relationship and stuff like that. He gave her a bike from the impound stuff, shit like that. Main girl, Riley Robin, she did her thing. I give her kudos. She definitely did her thing. She played her part. It was her, I want to say maybe this could be her first major role. I don't know. I didn't check her IMDb before doing this, but as like her first like major role, it was decent. She did her thing. There was someone just like, man, why is she acting like that? Like, maybe it was just the writers that gave her to her, but I was like, nah, bro. You need to move on, get to the next part. The cinematography of the whole movie, the scenes were good. A lot of them were close up. A lot of them were based inside like the same areas, some in the same parts, just different, like at the other side almost type shit, like from what I was able to catch. It's good overall, I guess. Not bad for what the budget of this movie was. I know Netflix did up the budget on a lot of their movies and Netflix originals, so this one was pretty good. And the fact that at first I did call the dude, oh boy, Robin from Batman. I did call him the mole in the forest, but after the story just went on, he wasn't really a mole at first. I mean, you could consider him a mole in a sense, but it's not like he's snitching on nobody. He's just getting the pills and using it to his advantage. Like he literally should have died if he didn't take the pill before doing this one. Before he got to the crime, he would have died. The dude pulled the trigger, shot him in his temple, just bam. And because of the pills he took, or the one pill he took, he, I guess, is like some chameleon, something like where he just is able to regenerate, and like it also like just thick skin took care of the bullet. Like it was point blank range. I'm like, if you're watching the video version of the podcast, like just like from about here, just in his done, and he was on the floor, and like everybody saw, like all the his police buddies, because he's firefights going on right now, they saw him just get shot, like, and then all of a sudden he just gets up and body slams the fuck out of the dude who just shot him. Like, hold up, what? You should have died. And his captain, after the next scene after that, his captain came and talked to him and was like, did you take a pill? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, give me your badge, give me your gun. They had the whole dispute, and he's just like, yo, I'm just trying to do what's right. None of this is illegal at all. There's no laws against this. I'm just trying to take out the guys who are giving this drug out, and you're just letting these dudes in suits stomp all over you. These dudes in suits who are taking over the precinct that they had out there were the guys who were controlling the drug, controlling the whole supply. So they're literally watching anybody who took the pill and like kind of tracking their data to be able to give it to the main girl who was sending that data to other places. And they had a whole contract with this drug lord woman from South America, and they were trying to have that deal go through so they can make money. So it wasn't bad. Would I give this movie, like, overall, from what I hear that it's really good, I hear it's really bad. Honestly, it's one of those things you gotta look. Overall, I would probably give this movie probably like a 7.8 out of 10. That's what I would give it officially, is a 7.8 out of 10. Yeah, that's really about it. It is a good movie. It's definitely a one-time watch. Just like how Extinction was and all that other stuff, or not Extinction, Extraction. on Netflix, and the 7 Underground or 6 Underground, like things like that. It's another version of one of those, but those movies I would rate those higher than what this one is, because those were a little bit better. But yeah, overall, I'd give it about a 7.8 out of 10. That's my official review. That's the sorry, that PR. I keep wanting to say PR. The VR official review is a 7.8 out of 10 on that movie. So we gonna move on to the next one. Another one. I want y'all to check this shit out. Go to YouTube right now. Type in Judas and the Black Messiah. Man, this gonna be a boss ass movie. What this movie is, it's got old boy Daniel Coolidge or whatever it is, dude from Get Out. They got both of the black actors, the guy who was put in the spell and the guy who was under the spell, the one who like when he tried to bop his hand and he grabbed it, other boy right there. They got both of them co-star, both of those stars in their Grammy Award nominated or whatever it is, in this movie, and it looks solid. And this movie is about the Black Panthers and then the betrayal and the assassination of Fred Hampton. If y'all didn't know, some real shit I'm about to say right now that is true, where the police department assassinated Fred Hampton. That's real shit. It's just like how they assassinated fucking Martin Luther King, where they waged war against the Black Panthers, and any high leader in power of the black community, where they assassinate them because they were getting too powerful. This is real shit, and it's real life crap that has happened. So this movie is about to be one of those fucking good ass movies. And normally I'm not for black movies where it's like all about struggle and all this other bullshit, but this movie, it's probably going to be just as good as or better than Detroit. If any of y'all have not seen Detroit, I think it's still on Hulu. Watch that. That's a powerful ass movie, and it's just like, that shit really happened. That's real shit. Yeah. Another movie is Tenet. That one is another like power type movie where it like deals with, I think, time, where they could just reverse it in a sense, like you could control it. That looks pretty cool as well. And also, shout out to all the black actors they had in that they're having. Like, there's the Judas and Black Messiah, that Tenet, black main actors, as well as in Project Power. Fuck yes, dude. They had so many black actors. I appreciate that. We are starting to see more African Americans, black women, black men, black children in the fucking movie industry, and I am all for that shit. Man, that shit's great to see. So shout out to all that shit. I like it. Let's get more of that. I like it. More of that. We need more. Let's get more, and I'm for it. Another one is, it was shown during the DC fandom or DC Dome or whatever the fuck it was called, with Robert Pattinson's Batman. It looks interesting. I will probably be checking that out. He's going to be going against the Riddler. When I was listening or watching the trailer and I found that out instantly, I'm like, oh my god, the fucking Riddler. Like, I literally just had like PTSD of when I was playing Arkham City and had to go and find those fucking Riddler trophies. If y'all ever played that game or just any Batman game and it had the Riddler in it, you know what the hell I was talking about. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Those trophies, dude, and those riddles. Oh man, like, I like riddles as much as the next person, probably a little bit more, but those riddles, man, no. So I want to see what they do with this. So it's gonna be pretty interesting on that on that take. I want to see what they could do. I want to see what Robert Pattinson could do. And oh boy, that they have for Commissioner Gordon. What other movie I could say that he played? Oh, he played Petey in fucking y'all would know if fucking, what is it called? The Hunger Games. He played Petey in Hunger Games. He also played what was another movie he was in? fuck, I can't remember, but you could look it up. You could look it up, but yeah, they got him for Commissioner Gordon. He looks like a Commissioner Gordon. There's probably gonna be a bunch of people like, oh, Commissioner Gordon isn't black. No, nigga, fuck you. He about to play the fuck out of that part and beat the other Commissioner Gordons. Yeah, middle finger up in the sky on that one. he about to play. He about to body that position. He about to body that actor, bro. He about to put y'all on game, bro. He about to Denzel Washington that shit. Ooh. That's all I know. The writers better make sure and do good on that. Let me get a swig of this water real quick. Kind of thirsty. Cotton mouth type shit. All right, much better. But yeah, that dude, he about to do his thing. I'll give it to him. Moving on to the next section, music. Been listening to some music, some stuff that just dropped, some old shit that I finally got to after years not listening to it. I said I would always get to it, but I finally did. It is Dave East Karma 3. Like, Dave East, he's a great rapper. I like his shit. You can consider his music like cool nigga music. If you don't know what that is, go listen to his album and you understand what I'm talking about is cool nigga music. Like, he raps about real shit. He has a message behind what he's rapping about, and he's storytelling about what he's been through and what he's come across. And I like that. I'm not somebody who listens to somebody who's gonna just constantly say he's about to fuck my bitch constantly. He's gonna kill me constantly for like 2 to 3 minutes. Like, there are some songs that have sick beats, and you know the beat carries the fucking the song, honestly, versus the actual lyrics. There's no fucking meaning to the lyrics. There's no message behind the lyrics, and it's just whatever. But Dave East, Karma 3, I highly recommend it. Check it out. Another one is Drake's Laugh Now, Cry Later. Music video and the song. Music video is fire. Song is fire. I like it. I like Drake. He came, he showed out. He had Odell Beckham in it. He had KD in it. He had an old boy that who's a social media dude who makes a little bunch of funny videos and shit like that. He had him in it. He had Lil Durk's in it. Who else was in that shit? Can't remember who else is in it, but it's nice. It's definitely real nice to watch. It's a great song, and great music video. That's what I have to say about that. Next one is Starboy album from The Weeknd. Yeah, I know it's been like 4 years since that fucking album came out, but I finally got around to listening to the whole thing, and it was good. I give it about a 7 out of 10. I knew I wanted to listen to it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was good. It was definitely good. That's what I give it. Another thing in the music industry, big news of Tory Lanez shooting Meg in the foot. Yeah, Tory, you fucked, bruh. Yep, you fucked up. I mean, when it wasn't official, it was allegedly, it was all just rumors at the time where Tory Lanez shot her in the foot, and there was a video of her getting out, limping and shit like that. Nobody knew exactly what was going on, but now that it's out, yeah, your career might be over, bruh. Shouldn't have done it. You're stupid. That's all I gotta say about that. Moving on to the next section. Still watching anime, of course. Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld. Kirito's back. My boy's back. I fucking love it. The fight scene was fucking dope. Seeing him come back with Yu-Gi-Oh! That was pretty fucking dope. So I'm still watching the new episodes. Are still coming out every Saturday. What I want to say, yeah, every Saturday it's coming out. Misfit of the Demon King Academy, still good. Still like watching that. Does come out every Friday. Crunchyroll, Funimation. No, not Funimation. Mainly Crunchyroll. Everything's on Crunchyroll that you want to see. The Sword Art is on Funimation and Crunchyroll, and I think Hulu as well. Netflix, y'all behind. Y'all need to get your anime game up, bro. Like, anime will bring more people to your fucking platform. Fucking start recycling some shit or start putting more shit on. Like, y'all just put on Legend of Korra, nigga, start putting other fucking animes. You'll get more people watching that shit, and you'll see the fucking influx of money that comes in. Like, Crunchyroll has more users than fucking Netflix and Hulu. Like, just saying. Like, y'all think, oh, it's just cartoons. I'm like, yeah, you could say it's cartoons, but it's just like fucking your Netflix stuff, your Netflix shows. They got those and anime versions just completely different to what you watch. Like, you like what you like. That's all I gotta say about it. God of High School, still dope. Pull up anime. It's just some. I want to say it's a shonen. I would consider it a shonen. A lot of fighting. It's fun. Jin Mori, that dude's still fucking clown, fucking idiot, but he's still like one of the best. His grandfather. I forgot what it was. His name. Jin Mori. Whatever his grandfather's name is. But he's like one of the best. He's the top. So he was there. Jin learned from him, and he's pretty much slated to be like one of the best as well, or one of like the low-key best. That man's a fool though. I enjoy watching that. Another thing in the anime story realm. For my my manga readers, if y'all watch or listen to my podcast, like, Kiss Anime has been shut down because, you know, they tired of, you know, losing their money to all that shit. So, you know, the Crunchyroll and everybody, you know, took their site down finally. But that also took down Kiss Manga. And I'm trying to read some fucking manga without having to pay for these stupid fucking apps. Like, I'm like, bruh, just send me, like, comment in the description below on YouTube, or even send it on Twitter, like, the alleged links to read some fucking manga. Cause I want to read some fucking manga, bruh. Ever since my boy Obo put me on Solo Leveling, now I just been reading manga like crazy. So, I forgot what was I reading? Scheming System, that one, and then there's like a few other ones that I've been reading, and it's just like, fuck, I want to read them, but I have to pay for this to unlock the rest of these chapters. But I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. So, my manga readers, let me know. Message me, DM, comment. Let me know the alleged links that are out there for reading. Alright. Getting into the last part, we're coming to close. What I'm gonna do is tech reviews when I come across them. So what we're gonna be talking about today, it's a fucking mouthful. It's the Sony WH-1000X M4s. These fucking headphones, man. These matte black headphones from Sony. If y'all watching the video version of the podcast, I'm showing them. These headphones are great. So I'm gonna review these headphones right here that they have. These headphones are great. Mouthful, but I just call them the M4s. I'm pretty sure everybody just calls them the M4s. The previous headphones I had were the M3s. And I had those for like a year and something. And then before that, I had the M2s. So I've had pretty much all three I didn't have the first gens, but I had the second gen, third gen, and fourth gen. And to go from all those to these, especially going from like directly from the third gen to these, I'm able to tell the difference in what they have and the different features in each and every single one of them. The sound quality of these headphones are great. They're crystal clear. The amount of bass it has is just right. Of course, you can download the app or whatever it is to increase that bass if you want to. But where it's at now, right outside the box, its default settings, it's great. It's perfect. The noise canceling, just like how it says on the box, the leading industry of noise canceling. Yes, like the noise canceling is there. It works. Like the third gen noise canceling, it worked, you know, it was good or whatever it is. But going from that and then instantly having the 4s and using noise canceling, it was a huge difference. Some people might say noise canceling is just noise canceling. No, it isn't. Noise canceling is noise canceling. Yeah, like, you can't hear shit. Like, if it's loud enough, like, of course you're gonna hear it because it's blaring, just loud ass noise in the distance or in the background. But even still, sometimes you can't hear shit. When somebody's talking to you, nope. But I can't read lips. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, the noise canceling is great compared to the M3s. The matte black finish of these headphones are very nice. It's very fingerprint heavy, so you will get a lot of fingerprint stains on it. If you got greasy ass fingers, they will show up on these headphones, so you just gotta wipe it down. The water resistance isn't bad, so when you're like working out on the in a gym or out in the day, you know, going out for a run or whatever it is, it's pretty nice. When you take off the headphones, like, of course you're gonna get that, you know, that heat there, so it's gonna be a buildup of a little bit of sweat or whatever it is. But over the head headphones don't have that issue, honestly. But these are very comfortable as well. They increased the cushions by 10%. When I first heard that, I'm like, am I even gonna feel that difference by 10%? Yes, I felt it. It was like night and day almost. It's much more comfortable. I felt it as soon as I put it on my ears. It fits very well, as well as the cuffs and the shapes of each one, as in the back of it. Where, I don't know, I'm gonna try to show it in the podcast. There it is, right there. That right there is for the sound as well. Fits very nice. It's to help with the hearing as well. The multi-device support on these headphones, the 3rd gens didn't have that. The 4th gens do. I used it with my laptop and my phone, and you know, I had notifications on, I had the calling and everything on, and tested it out. It works very well. It's very seamless on how well it works, and it impressed me a lot on these headphones, to where it could just switch on and off. It's very quick. It stops, connects, done. You could go ahead and talk, closes, and it connects, and then, like, it's very quick. Very quick. I like it a lot, and it's very impressive for what they did. They kept the same design as last time, USB-C, same look, just more upgrades to it, some minor upgrades. But even with these minor upgrades, it makes the world difference. If you already have the 3s, you don't have to go to the 4s, but I went for the 4s because I wanted the 4s. I wanted the 4s. And no, I am not being paid by Sony to review these headphones, but I wanted to review them because these headphones are very good. In terms of gaming with them, I haven't gamed with them just yet, but I've used it for everything else besides gaming. I'm pretty sure they would do pretty well for gaming as well, with how well it works. They have this thing called 360 audio, which is almost, you could call like Dolby Atmos. Tested that out. Pretty nice. It didn't really do nothing for me, especially from like music, but movies though, it works for that. Check that out if you end up getting out. I did like that, so it was very nice to have that. The settings as well with the headphone app, where you control everything through there, is very nice. The gestures as well, because before on the M3s, when you would like swipe forward to skip or swipe back to go back, tap to pause, double tap I think to like fast forward or something like that, like that was it. No, it didn't work. It barely worked compared to the 2. It really didn't work. The 3, it worked, but it didn't really work as well as what you expected. The 4s, it does work, and I like that. It's very smooth too. Everything I do when I'm like swiping up, down, pause, or whatever it is, it catches that, and it works very well. So I appreciate that, unlike on the 3s when it didn't. When you take off the headphones as well, it stops the music or stops whatever's playing, or just completely finishes whatever it's doing, just to like pause so you don't miss anything. Appreciate that, because before you could just keep having to go and go and go and go. If somebody's talking to you, you just put your right hand over the right ear, whatever it is, and it continues to play, but it lowers the volume to where you are able to hear somebody talk to you. Like ambient sound is coming through. You could hear what's going on around you. So if somebody is talking to you, say if you're in the middle of a workout, or if somebody's trying to ask for like directions, if you're out and you're trying to like just listen to your shit, like it's very clear. It works very well. It just 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Like, and it transitions very well. And I like that a lot about these headphones. They're $349.99 for the price. I mean, that's how much the third gens were. That's how much the second gens were when they first came out as well. Each one, I think the third gens are on sale now. I'm not too sure how much. They're probably like 200 something. But these, for the price, I would get them. Most definitely. Not for everybody. They are definitely not for everybody. These are more for the heavy consumer for being able to use these, honestly. If you're just somebody who just wants some basic headphones or something like that, just get some basic like $20-$30 headphones, call it a day. It's whatever. But if you're looking for great quality, great sound, Sony. There's also the Bose headphones that are pretty good, but they haven't come out with the new gens of that. AirPods, it's whatever. I don't know. But over the ear, recommend these. I definitely recommend these Sony headphones. Most definitely. For my closing statements of the podcast, not too many. Didn't really get any questions that were worthwhile to answer or anything like that. So I'm just going to speak about a little bit of things. So shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights. Y'all is kicking fucking ass. Shout out my Knights. Yes, hockey is a thing out here in Vegas. They doing their job. The Vegas Knights are doing their job. They doing their thing. On a serious note, real serious note, go fucking vote. Yeah, it's serious. Go fucking vote. If you might say it's lesser of the two evils, still vote. If not, write your name in. Still vote. It's real. Big changes need to happen. So, go vote. I'm not telling you who. Just saying, go vote. You know what to do. You know who to vote for. You have your own opinion. You could go towards anybody. Go vote. Last but not least, buy Bitcoin. Yeah, go buy some fucking Bitcoin. Fucking crypto. Shout out crypto. Dave Portney. You got a lot to learn, bud. Crypto's not for everybody, but crypto Twitter, it's a different environment. You'll probably have a great laugh. Great memes come out of crypto Twitter. So go ahead and buy Bitcoin. And that's everything for the podcast. If you like what you heard, rate the podcast 5 stars. Go ahead and follow on Spotify, follow on whatever your platform that you are listening to. We're gonna bring in more listeners, bring in new people. Share it, most definitely. Tell people to check it out. I talk about a bunch of different things. Again, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at U_special_K on Twitter. That again is U_special_K, and then on my IG, Kells _Fani, and Kells is KELLS_FANI. That again is KELLS_FANI. Got more videos coming out for you guys. Now that I got all the equipment I need, I'm gonna be pushing out more streams, more videos, tech reviews, gaming, always talking about how good I am with gaming. Y'all really about to see that on my YouTube. I will leave a link in the description. If you liked the video and the whole podcast, go ahead, comment below, leave a like, share, follow, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notifications anytime I post anything new. And we'll see you on the next video of the Project Vega podcast. See y'all later.